took went for a month for vacation, caught up in the wedding celebration. Now it's back, no time for hesitation, ready to rock with no reservation. Ready to rock with no reservation. Ain't gone a while, but he's feeling refreshed. Gone a while, but he's feeling refreshed. Do watch the style, he's looking his best. Under the lights, he's passing the test. Back in the groove, he's truly possessed. Oh, he's back and he's feeling the beat, snapping his fingers and moving his feet. Doo-wop the rhythm, it's oh so sweet. Back in the groove, life is complete. He's back and he's feeling the beat, snapping his fingers and moving his feet. Doo-wop the rhythm, it's oh so sweet. Back in the groove, life is complete.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Welcome on in, everyone. What is up, Zen? Twilight, Dark, Pikachu, love the new name, 8-Bit Emerald, Coles, Mermaid Mia, Ranji, the OG. What is happening, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. So good to see you all. And thank you to our new subscriber, whoever that may be. We did go up one subscriber between the time that I scheduled this stream and now, so thanks. Your boy's back. What's up, Mighty Munchkin? Mewtwo, what is going on? All right, guys, I am excited to find some shinies. We are continuing the Mermaid Mia, that was you? My goodness gracious, thank you so much. We are ready to get back into this hunt for the Sharpedo and the Manectric. If you guys remember, we are trying to get every single shiny that can Mega Evolve before ZA comes out. We are currently at 13 out of 47. Hopefully by the end of today, we'll be at 15 at least. Tyler Shanks, good to see you. Amber with the 21 months of membership. Is that a new hat? You love it? I'm glad you love it. Oh my gosh, did we already hit 15 likes? You gotta be kidding me. But Tyler, you're playing some Grounded. Nice. Basically, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I loved that movie when I was a kid. Thank you for the new light goal, Mighty Munchkin. And Pukumuku, is that Rosie? What's up, Rosie? Good to see you. Let's get started, everybody. Let me get the music turned on. Let's get the music turned on, and we'll start hunting. All right, let's do this thing. How has everyone been? How has your month been? Tell me what's going on in your lives. What's new? I have had a heck of a month. Wedding went well. Wedding went very well. It was very, very good. Can I name the Swampert after you? When we get the Swampert, we'll talk about that. Volume's a little loud here. Hold on. There we go. Yesterday wasn't the best day for you, but hopefully today's better. I hope it is, Mia. I really hope it is. You deserve to have a nice day. Month went okay. Glad to hear it, Zen. Get back on your Mega Hunt, Mighty Munchkin. What are you at now? I know you've been ahead of me almost this whole time, so you gotta be closing in on finishing up, I would imagine. 28, dang. You've gotten so many shiny Pokemon. What did you get this week, Twilight? And do you want me to call you Twilight or Pikachu, or what do you want me to call you? I always want to ask when you change your name. Thank you for the lurks, Rosie. Got your first Dynamax Shiny in Pogo, and your friends weren't happy. Oh my gosh, Mewtwo, you got Dynamax Shiny? What'd you get? I haven't gotten that yet. 23. Okay, gotcha. You got a Shiny Binacle for the Sword Shiny Badge quest. Very cool. Twilight? Alright, sounds good. I never ended up... Or no, I did. I don't know what I'm thinking. I remember I was going for... I was going for the Galarian Stunfisk in Sword and Shield, and I phased on a Binacle, which was pretty awesome. Then I never ended up getting the Galarian Stunfisk from that hunt. I ended up pseudo hunting it. Any comics I've been reading right now? So Zen, when I first stopped reading comics, it was back in '98. It was my senior year of high school, and I took a break for a few years. And there were like probably 7 or 8 issues of X Factor left after I stopped reading. So last week I got the last couple issues I was missing. So last couple nights I've been reading like the last year's worth of X Factor. From like 97 to 98. I got, I think, 4 more issues left to read of that. Then I'm going to get back on the Amazing Spider-Man run that I was talking to you about. Then after that, I'm not sure. And then, of course, you know, my normal weekly new comics. Mega Mawile's coming to Pogo next weekend. Nice. Charmander, now Charizard looks so cool as a Dynamax. I'm jealous. I'm super jealous. I've fought quite the range of things in Grounded, from a female Black Widow to a demonic mother of all spiders, and even an Orchid Mantis. All were too easy. You're just the best there is at Grounded. Zen, you told me that you were like 8 issues into Immortal Iron Fist, but you didn't tell me if you were enjoying it. I just realized I don't think the shark counter is not going up. Why isn't the Sharpedo counter going up? Hold on a second. So we've probably done 5, 6. Take it to 209. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, chat. That does it. It's interesting. So you don't like it. That's okay. That's okay if you don't like it. Phase Binacle, while you hunted for it, we are not the same. No, we are not the same. We are not the same at all, Coles. That's very true. I've been playing Echoes of Wisdom. I really want to get that game. I haven't had a chance to get it yet. Maybe next week. I've been hearing good things about it. There we go. The counter's going up now. Saw Galarian Moltres didn't go also, but you didn't catch it, nor was it shiny. Yeah, I didn't see a Galarian bird yesterday during my incense. I don't have high hopes of getting any of the shinies. I mean, I rarely ever see non-shiny anyway. The Galarian bird's been out for what, like over a year now, and I only just got my second one about 2 months ago. I got a Zapdos. I still need to get Articuno. Villy, what's going on, Villy? You don't like it? You want to finish it? Hey, Zen, I get it. I get it. I will say though, Zen, in my opinion, if you don't like Immortal Iron Fist, then you're probably not going to like a lot of Iron Fist stuff. But that's just my opinion. But I appreciate that you tried it out. Appreciate that you gave it a chance. That's all I can ask, right? Black Widow is the strongest non-boss spider in the game, and you beat it first try. Good job, Tyler. Your second Shiny Quaxley, Shalfa Bronzor, Shiny Passimian and Pogo, Dugong, Iron Jugulus, Shalfa Sliggoo, Shiny Zacian and Pogo, and one raid. Don't even get me started, Twilight. Don't even get me started on that. Comfey is your second phase of Yveltal, and 126 checks for Drifloon. Wow, 4 Drifloon. That's incredible, Twilight. Good job. You lost your hat, Amber? Come on now. You beat Echoes of Wisdom already? Dang. You enjoyed it though? Nice. I did not get the Shiny Zacian. I ended up doing 16 Zacian raids and did not get it. I've never been in a position where this has mattered, but I really don't like that you're limited to use 5 remote raid passes a day. Bella! What's going on, Bella? Good to see you. Thank you for the luck. YouTube's brought out the detractors, but you're having a lot of fun with it. You know, I'm not saying, especially for a game I've never played, I'm not saying whether there's a reason to detract or not. What I will say is that I've noticed that typically when a new game comes out that there's a lot of hype for, it seems to be more common to post negative videos about it because negativity tends to get more views. So that's all I'll say about that. Same goes for a Hedge, a Brood Mother, Demonic Mother of all spiders, and the Orchid Mantis. You just have 4 bosses left to punch their faces in. You got this, Tyler. You've been enjoying Agatha all along? I haven't started it yet. I need to. How many episodes are there? 3, 4? I gotta get on that. Factual. Yeah. Negativity gets more likes than positivity, unfortunately. Sonic X Shadow Generations. I saw a commercial for that the other day. Gina Bino, what's going on, girl? Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you all for not abandoning me during my month-long sabbatical. I actually lost 0 subscribers over the course of the month, which is less subscribers than I lose when I stream. So maybe I should just not stream, and then I won't lose subscribers. Looking for Shalfa Dust Noir? No luck yet. You got this, Twilight. Thank you, Gina. Oh, I appreciate that, Mia. That's very nice of you to say. One of them you're genuinely nervous about, but you were nervous about the Black Widow and beat it first try, but the one you're talking about is the strongest enemy in the game, the Infected Brood Mother. That sounds scary. You'll get it, though. Good to have Hefty back. Thank you, Mewtwo. It's good to have you back. It's good to be back. It's good to see all you again. It was definitely a different type of month not streaming. It's well written, has really good artwork though. You just don't vibe with it. That's fair. That's fair, Zen. Like I said, I just appreciate that you gave it a shot. I liked the introduction of the immortal weapons. The idea that Kunlun is one of several realms, and then they get into kind of like a contest of champions, blood sport type of thing. I thought that was pretty neat. Traveling and enjoying life last month. I did. I had a good time. The bachelor party went well. The wedding went well. It was a good month, but definitely felt like something was missing. subscribed after watching the Reggie Drago video. Almost 17,000. That's a heck of a grind. It was Mermaid Mia. It was my longest hunt ever. And I'll tell you what, until Pseudo Wudo, it was longer than any hunt that Kem's done. But he just had to take that title back for the longest hunt out of the two of us. Plays dead twice. When the HP bar is taken down, it gets faster with its attacks and stuff like that. You get the Giratina Phase 2 music stuck in your head when you see people fight the thing. Dang. I know what you're talking about. You're going on Sonic Superstars. Enjoy that. So what do you guys think? Which one is going to shine first? Funny weird how Clink isn't in the Chargestone Cavern in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's not in the game at all, right? But yeah, if it was in the game, that would make the most sense for it to be there. Josh, you think Josh is going to shine first? Well, makes sense. We do have a faster encounter rate. Chem took so long to get Arceus, and we thought it couldn't get higher. Then Hefty beat Chem, and now Chem's hunt is taking forever. Yeah, right. His Pseudo Wudo took so long, 21,000 something encounters. Now you say is taking forever. Mewtwo. Are you talking about the Torchic? Today is Swaddle Community Day. It sure is. Thank you for the reminder, Twilight. I noticed that yesterday and then I forgot again. Mewtwo, actually, he did get the Torchic. He got it last Friday. He got it last Friday. It was Sudowoodo and Heart Gold Soul Silver Zen. He got the Torchic last Friday, and then 19 encounters later, he got a shiny Wurmple. It was wild. First, he got the shiny Zigzagoon, so he knew that he had an early shiny frame, and then I think it was 110 encounters later, the Torchic shone. It's worth going back and checking. It was a pretty awesome reaction. Sharpedo terrorized you in Sword and Shield, can't even look at the same anymore. You know, I used to feel the same way, and then Scarlet and Violet came out, and we got introduced to Veluza. And now I feel like Sharpedo is almost adorable when you compare it to the terror that is Veluza. Veluza was terrible. I am so happy I Masuda hunted Veluza and got it early, so I never had to deal with that thing again. At least not intentionally. So I've been working on my gender decks the last month. Or last couple weeks. I have, I think, 56 more to get. And so what I mean by that is now that I have the shiny decks done, I'm going back and all the Pokemon that have gender differences, I'm hunting the ones that I don't have. So like yesterday I just finished a Finneon hunt. I already had a shiny female Finneon, and yesterday I got the shiny male Finneon. All this week I've been doing soft reset hunts for Weavile and Vileplume. I need the male of both of those, and I got no luck, unfortunately. I'm guessing there has to be one Pokemon in the water that chases you in every game now, like that's just the criteria? Probably so. Probably, I think just because, you know, leave it to Game Freak and be like, people love it when fish Pokemon just chase you nonstop. We should make sure that's a new thing. Every side game available. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mia, I don't know what was going on with that yesterday. I hope Monday's a better day. And I'll just say that. I don't know what that was all about, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Billy, how you been? I feel like I haven't talked to you forever. Doing side quests next. I shiny hunted every Pokemon side game available. What side games have shinies? You got shiny Quaxley and 185 eggs. Nice. Twilight, how close are you to finishing the Scarlet Violet shiny decks? You gotta be pretty close, right? Quaxley had to be one of the last ones you needed. Stop forcing us to collect things. You bet you'll have to collect Zygarde cells and PLZ. You know, I didn't even think about that, Gina, but you're probably right. We probably will have to. Rumble. I played the free Rumble on the 3DS. It was like the kind of like the app that you could download from the store. That's the only Rumble game I've ever played. Yeah, Cafe Remix. That's true. I do have a couple shinies in Cafe Remix. God, I haven't opened up that game in months. I got a shiny Rowlet in that. I remember that specifically. I remember that specifically because I was angry because I got a shiny Rowlet in that game before I got it in any other game. You love Cafe Remix? I used to love it. And I don't mean used to, like something changed and now it's terrible. I just haven't played it in a while. It used to be like a daily thing for me, and I don't know if anybody else is that way. I'm that way with apps. Like I get hyper fixated on an app, like an app game, and I'll play it like nonstop, like every single day, you know, whenever I have free time, stuff like that. And then one day, like I just won't log in, and then it's just like poof, it's like out of my mind, and it'll be a long time before I go back to it. I don't know if anybody else is like that or if it's just me. You have 386 shiny Pokemon in Scarlet Dex, not counting the shiny lock Pokemon. That's crazy. 95.5%. That's really awesome. You need to work up the energy to do the Scarlet Violet starters. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Masuda and Scarlet and Violet. I've done, I think, like maybe 4. I've completed 4 Masuda hunts in Scarlet and Violet since I finished the starters. That was in December of 22. It's rough. Pirate Hunter, what's going on? Shiny Hunt Sudowoodo and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX and Tag Cam. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Conquest of Shinies? Does it really? I don't remember being aware of that. I haven't touched Conquest in years. Maybe I should get back into that. Quaxley was your first Masuda hunt. You hatched it well over 1,000. Yikes. Pokemon. I've never played Pokemon Quest. Requires a sandwich to be doable. Yeah, it does. I don't think I ever got an answer to this question. is it possible to even get an egg without a sandwich? Like, do eggs still pop in? It just takes forever for them? Like, if I were just, like, be in a picnic with no sandwich and let the game run for hours, would I even get a single egg? Or does the sandwich need to be active in order to even get eggs? It's just really slow. It must be really slow. Takes forever, but it's possible. Okay, I didn't know that. You'll get an egg? Okay. Thanks, guys. I didn't know. So who all is doing Community Day today? I'm excited. Levani's actually my favorite grass-type Pokemon. And I really like the shinies in that family. In that evolution line. I think that might be a little bit of a hot take. I don't hear a lot of people talking about how much they love Swaddle, Swadloon, and Levani shinies, but I like them. First time it happened to you, you were so confused. It exceeds your patience. You've done like 35 full odds hunts. I get that. Mighty Munchkin, you're doing it? Nice. And Mighty Munchkin, thank you for the invite the other day to the Mega Gardevoir. That was really nice of you to invite me, but I was hyper fixated on trying to get that Zacian. I couldn't afford to use a remote raid pass on anything else, but I do appreciate that you invited me. May get a tropical storm or hurricane coming your way? Yikes. I'm sorry, Twilight. Yeah, that storm last weekend was crazy, that hurricane. I know it didn't do as much damage to Florida as they were originally expecting. It kind of turned directions, but it did hit my parents pretty decently. My parents are okay. There was a little bit of damage to the house. They had like 1 billion trees fall over in their property. But they're all right. They didn't have power for a couple days. They do have power back now, but they're not going to have cable or internet probably for a couple more weeks. So now I got Hefty Dad texting me or calling me like a couple times a day asking for like updates on what's going on in the world, which is pretty funny. Yeah, they're doing all right, Gene. I appreciate it. That was kind of crazy though. So that was last weekend, right? So I get to the hotel Friday night for the wedding, and my dad texts me and says like, we got hit, we don't have power, we don't know when's coming back, it's dark out, we can't even see the damage. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then the morning of the wedding, you know, he was out at like McDonald's or something, and so he could like make a phone call and told me all about this. I'm like, that's great. Can't really focus on that at the moment, but oh my gosh. But thankfully, by the end of the weekend, they had power back. My dad was eating like peanut butter from the jar and saltine crackers because he had eaten all the frozen food the night before. But no, they're good. They're good. They did want me to... I talked to them this morning. They did want me to tell you guys hello because they still don't have cable or internet. They won't be here today, but they wanted me to say hi. So Waddle's just a grumpy little guy. He really is. But he looks so cozy. He looks like he's wrapped up in a blanket. Oh, I will, Billy. Thank you very much. Come on, where's the shiny? I mean, we've done so many encounters already, and no shiny. We gotta be close to getting the odds, right? Sawaddle's your favorite shiny in the line. Sawaddle is a good shiny. I love the, it's almost like a ghostly white. Cito, what's going on, buddy? Did I get the Zacian? I did not, Zen. I did 16 raids, no Zacian, which is sad, but maybe it's a little bit of copium, but now I feel like no pressure to get the Zamazenta. Razzie, good morning, Razzie. Good to see you, buddy. Razzie, congratulations on your new job. Being the owner of a very successful TCG card shop. From what I've seen, your shop has been so successful that franchises are popping up all over the place. Name of the store will be Milton. I do not spoof Gina, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, Gina. But nah, I gotta be picky. I gotta be that guy. I gotta have Hefty as the OT. That's a very generous offer. Still no snack aisle. What's up with that? Cito, I'm doing well, thank you. You're in the hole, so much money. It'll turn around. Very success. Kujo. Yeah, it's kind of like a dog. I don't know. What do you want from me? Everyone's doing spooky month stuff. I gotta jump on the bandwagon somehow. What's up, James? Oh, you don't know what it is? So Cujo is a horror book written by Stephen King, later turned into a movie, about a dog that gets rabies and goes crazy. How insane was the Arceus? Razzie, it was so insane. It was so insane, I couldn't believe it. What was it, 100? Was it 186? 168? I feel like there was a 6 and an 8 in there. 1.86? Was it 1.86 checks? 186. That's wild. I wasn't able to check out the stream the other day. Any luck on the Darkrai? I assume if there was luck on the Darkrai, I would have gotten pinged. Or, I'm sorry, punged. No Darkrai yet? Okay. That description gives the same vibe. It's not too far off. Not too far off, James. Shalfa Primplump, spooky penguin. Just call anything spooky and you're fine. That's what I figured. Mastiff, that's a good call, Mia. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If any Pokemon was going to be Cujo, Mastiff would be it. Actually, what was Cujo a Mastiff? I think Kujo might have actually been a Mastiff. You failed a shiny Virizion the other day? 8-bit Emerald. That's terrible. What happened? You knocked it out? Oh no! That stinks. I'm gonna look it up now, because that's gonna bother me. Oh no, it was a Saint Bernard. Saint Bernard. Close enough? Yeah, close enough. It's a dog. Wasn't Beethoven a Saint Bernard too? Razzie, do you remember Beethoven? Could you imagine a sitcom like a la the Odd Couple, where Beethoven and Cujo were roommates? How's Mystery Dungeon going? I'm gonna be honest with you, Gina. I haven't touched it in a few days. I've been working. I was really expecting to get a shiny before stream today. The last 4 days, I've been dual hunting Vileplume and Weavile in Sword and Shield. But now that I had to, take a break on those hunts for the stream today, and I don't want to worry about resetting up these hunts, I'll probably play a lot of Mystery Dungeon today. But yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm trying to focus on recruiting. The way I'm going to take it, Gina, and this is probably a stupid thing, but I mean, I played the game before, and now I'm just like all about trying to, complete the decks as normal for me. I'm going to try and recruit everything I can before moving on to the next story area. So right now, obviously I can't recruit anything in Tiny Woods. I have Mount Steel and the one in between Tiny Woods and Mount Steel. I can't remember the name of the place, but I'm going to try and recruit everything out of those two places I can before I move on in the story. Also, Gina, I'm sure you knew this. I didn't. This would have been nice to know like 20 years ago when I first played this game. If you do the dungeon with Jirachi, and instead of recruiting him, there's a wish, like you can make a wish. You can wish for a new partner, and when you wake up the next day, a Pokemon that you don't currently have recruited will show up and ask to join your team, and that includes Kecleon. So, hypothetically, if you recruited everyone except for Kecleon and Jirachi, you could battle Jirachi, wish for a new recruit, and the next morning you can get your Kecleon, and you don't have to worry about the 0.1% recruit rate for Kecleon. So I think I'm going to try that, because back when I played Mystery Dungeon when they first came out, PMD Red. Yeah, I was reading a recruitment guide the other day, and they mentioned that specifically. So back when the game first came out, I played a ton of Mystery Dungeon, and I ended up recruiting every single Pokemon you can, which is, I mean, you can recruit all 386 Pokemon from the first three gens. I had every single one of them except for Kecleon, and I kept trying to recruit Kecleon. So I'd like go into dungeons with like my level 100 Charizard and struggle to beat the hordes of Kecleon after I stole something at the shop. And with level 100 Pokemon and the friend ribbon, the recruit rate maxed out at 0.1% chance. And now I'm like, how many hours did I waste not knowing about this Jirachi trick? Pokepelago shiny hunting? I've never done Pokepelago shiny hunting. I've never done curry hunting. For the exact same reason, Mia. It just seems like it would be so tough. So much patience. Kecleon is a monster. But yeah, so that'll be what I do later on today. After I do some yard work, I'll probably sit down, watch some TV, and start trying to recruit things out of the first two dungeons. So far, all I've got is the storyline Magnemite and Geodude. And yeah, once the Geodude asked if he could join my team, that's when I started looking at the recruitment rates because I couldn't remember them. And I forgot how good some of the recruitment rates are. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to shiny hunting now all these years later. I'm looking at the recruitment rates and I'm like, oh my god, those are great odds. Also, I want to do a test. I want to try something. I don't know if anybody else has tried this yet or not. So in Mystery Dungeon on the NSO, the rewind option is still available, which I was a little surprised about. And we've never had an opportunity outside of like looking at code to check this, and I'm sure someone has. I'm just not aware of it. I want to, like, let's say I go into Mount Steel again and I defeat a Geodude, and it asks if it wants to, it asks if it can join my team. I want to rewind from there, defeat it again, and see if it asks to rejoin. See if it still asks to join my team. Because if it asks to join my team and I rewind and I beat it again, and then it doesn't ask to join my team, that tells me that I can game the heck out of it. And just every time I beat a Pokemon, if it doesn't ask to join the team, I can just rewind and try again. So I want to try that. You unlocked all the friend areas from Wigglytuff? Nice. Triggers you a little, that's only Mystery Dungeon on there, not Gen 3 as well. See, the whole rewind thing is the reason why I feel they'll never release the mainstream Pokemon games on NSO. Or if they do, they will have to deactivate the rewind feature. Because otherwise, like, I mean, just by the nature of Pokemon. Like, think about, I mean, you want to talk about cloning Pokemon. Like, I could trade you a Mew and then rewind and get my Mew back. You know what I mean? Storms, what's going on? Good to see you, Bean. It is me. I'm back from my month-long vacation. I shouldn't say vacation. My month-long time off from streaming. Miss you guys so much. Yeah, so Razzie, I'm gonna check that out, see if that works. Cause oh my gosh, if that's possible, you could like speed run Mystery Dungeon as far as the recruitment goes. Yeah, it would be a broken hack fest, absolutely. And imagine the shiny hunting, right? Imagine the shiny hunting. You want to talk about quick, soft resets. Shiny, nope, rewind 5 seconds. Shiny, nope, rewind 5 seconds. That would be super quick. Yeah, Razzie. I do know that. I remember watching some Oscar streams where he didn't like the cards that were in his pack, so he just rewound and opened up the pack again. Rocksteady after the villain from TMNT? Nice. I liked Bebop and Rocksteady. 8-bit, I hope you don't go over odds too. Super DKA, welcome back in. Good to see you again, and thank you again for subbing. My goodness gracious, I did not, I'm going to be honest, I didn't think I would ever see again some of the new subs that I got on my last stream, because, you know, I mean, look, I wouldn't blame you. I'd be like, oh, this guy's cool, let me sub, and then he doesn't stream for a month. But welcome back in. Good to see you. Thanks, Gina. Hunting Litwick right now for the badge quest, and you're gonna name it Firebug. Sweet. You doing that in the fire gym? That's one hunt I never did that kind of wish I would have. Particularly because I still need to get a Sizzlipede and a Premier Ball. you used to spend points when you did Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3 on NSO because you're mid at games. I'll tell you what, I remember playing Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. I never played the third one, and I really enjoyed them when they were out on the Super Nintendo. I liked them a lot, and I beat them. And then all these years later, I fire up Donkey Kong Country on NSO, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I so bad at this now? Oh, you Masuda? Okay, gotcha. Shiny Dugong was a hard shiny spot, but you saw it? Sweet. I'm still so proud of myself that I was able to get my second shiny shield on without anyone else's help. Then, can't wait for the next Donkey Kong game. Oh wait, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I can't believe we finally got the tiniest bit of footage from Metroid Prime 4, though. It actually exists. Yeah, those Donkey Kong Country games are they definitely feel harder now than they did back in the day. It can't possibly be because I'm a worse video game player now than I was then. Clocky with the 18 months. Of course we missed you. Thank you so much, Clocky. Can we get some hype for AM Clockwork, please? Gina, I feel you. 100%. Now let me ask this. Just because I'm still new to the, this NSO version of Mystery Dungeon Red. When it first came out, there's also Mystery Dungeon Blue, which is on the DS. Kind of wild, thinking about it. Like, when those games came out, one version of the game was on the Game Boy Advance and the other one was on the DS. And they could interact via the letters, right? You could mail letters to each other with adventures. And that's how you're able to get access to the version exclusives, because there's, I think, 6 Pokemon that are version exclusive to Red and 6 to Blue. So with this NSO version, did they somehow add in those 6 version exclusives that weren't in Red, or B, are there codes out there for the friend mail system thing to get those adventures? Does anyone know that? I transferred Shiny Suicune from Ultra Moon to Bank to Home to Scarlet, and it looks amazing. Nice. Yeah, Gina, we're going to have to find out about that since you and I are completionists, because we're going to have to get those 6 Pokemon somehow. You're getting smoked in X-Men Children of the Atom, but you were cooking in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Nice. Who's your main, Zen? Binacle came real quick, 212 catches. That's super quick. That's like 300 eggs under odds. That's awesome, dude. What game? Let's start with Children of the Atom. I'm more familiar with Children of the Atom. That one I played all the time in the arcade. I played a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom, but not nearly as much. Iceman, nice. Obviously, I always main Cyclops. Thank you, Rasford. Appreciate that. Wonder Mail, that's what it's called. Wonder Mail. Happy to try and send you Wonder Mail. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that, Gina. Even if it doesn't net us any exclusives or anything, I'd still like to trade Wonder Mail with you. I think that'd be fun. Can cheese with him. And then what about Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Barbaracle is your favorite rock type, so you're happy you don't have to dwell on that hunt so much. You'll start to hate it. That's fair. There have been quite a few Pokemon that I really liked until I shiny hunted for them, and they just end up leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. Kenya the Spearow. I remember Kenya. Apparently that's shiny huntable as well. I never did that hunt. Has anyone here done this Sharpedo hunt before? The AFK lazy butt Sharpedo hunt? Gambit and Dr. Doom last slot is rotated? Gotcha. Oh, escort missions are the worst. You cheese Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, that's true, Mia. Yeah, yeah. If you evolve the Spearow, he won't take it back. That's nice. Permutation method. That term scares me, but it does sound like that it is something that's possible. That's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Echoes of Wisdom. That might be next week. Because, bro, this past month has been expensive as heck, too. That's the other thing. If someone asks you to be their best man, say no. Violet, I'm with you. Like, I love math. On my own, I've tried permutations in Arceus a couple times, and my eyes just end up going cross, and then I miscount, and I forget certain combinations, and next thing I know, it's like half an hour later, and I've checked like 2 permutations, and I feel like I've already screwed something up. Yeah, Clocky, I heard that. That's awesome. I'm still not holding out too much hope though, because from what I understand, the spawn rate hasn't changed, and I mean it's been months since I've even seen a regular Galarian. But I wish everyone all the luck on the Galarian shinies. I'm gonna have to live vicariously through all of y'all, so I want to hear all about the shinies that you guys get. Math is not mathing, right? Coles, you did beat me in the Manectric hunt. Actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, you inspired this one. I think you got the Manectric not too long before we finished the Absol hunt. And I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do Manectric. Mr. Wolf, what's going on? Good to see you. You were able to choose Ganon in Ocarina of Time? You wonder how Pokemon know each other, like you just escorted a shelter to their Ampharos friend? They met at a coffee shop. They started talking. Turns out they were both aspiring screenplay writers. And now they meet together every Tuesday morning to get a coffee together and talk about how it's going. Keep rolling under him and hitting the tail. That's a good strategy. Oh, that's what it was, Coles. Yeah, you had been talking about how you were doing it. Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do that hunt too. And then, yeah, and then you got it. That's right. Emily, what's going on, girl? How you doing? How you feeling? How is the pregnant life? Rescuing a Slacking from Tiny Woods. That Slacking is a little wimp. Your pants are getting tight. I feel that. I know exactly how I feel, Emily. Always tired and pants getting tight. That heads up. That's your 40s. That you just described 40s. It's high voltage. You can't shake the shock because nobody wants it to stop. So something new has happened to me the last couple months in my life. I'm now at the point that when I get home from work, it's pretty common that I will end up taking about a half hour to an hour nap on the couch. So we're talking like 5:30 to like 6:30. I will be snoozing on the couch. I've reached that point in my life. You just go to bed at 9:30. I'm usually in bed by about 10 and then usually asleep by about 11. Like I'll crawl into bed, throw something on the TV, maybe do a little reading, and I'm usually out by 11. Have I heard of Joker 2? Have I heard of it? Yes. I'm not planning on seeing it in the theater. I'll probably eventually see it when it streams, but I'm not too... It's not a high priority for me to see it. I was about to say, I don't know why they made a sequel, but I think there's one very obvious reason why they made a sequel. But the first Joker was such a confusing thing to me. I thought the story was fine. I thought it was a nice contemporary take on like, you know, thematically similar to like Taxi Driver or Network. I thought it was well acted. I thought the world in which it was created was, like, you know, nice and gritty, and it was fine. But then they slapped on the DC label and made it a Joker movie. And even within the movie, they couldn't decide whether or not it was an actual comic book movie or not. It changed everything about the Joker. Before the movie even came out, the filmmakers in interviews would say that it's not a comic book movie. And I was like, okay, I don't know why you're calling it Joker then, but all right, fine. But, you know, I was on board. Okay, this is just you know, a movie that happens to be called The Joker, whatever. Warner Brothers wants to make money off of it. But then in the first movie, like, he meets Bruce Wayne. And I'm like, for not being an actual Joker movie, not being a comic book movie, you're kind of being really weird and selective about what you're throwing in here. So, you know, Zen and I talk about this a lot privately when we're talking about comic books. How one of my biggest pet peeves is when a writer comes in with an idea and starts writing a comic book and tells the story that he wants to tell, even though it doesn't make sense with the character. Like, and they do this with like the MCU movies, some of the MCU movies too. Like, the director might have a vision of a story they want to tell, and they just fill the cast with Marvel characters, even if it doesn't make sense for the characters. And that's kind of like how Joker was for me. Like, you had a fine story, you had a fine movie, but because of money, you decided to make it a comic book movie when it would have been fine just as its own separate drama. So that's my whole rant about the first Joker movie. I enjoyed the movie. I didn't enjoy it as a Joker movie. So the second one, it's like, okay, so now you're fully embracing the idea this is a comic book movie because you saw how successful the first one was. And I'll eventually see it, but yeah, like I said, it's not really high on the priority list. Anywho. Yeah, Heath Ledger was fantastic. I know I'm old. I also thought that Jack Nicholson was a great Joker. Very different take from Heath Ledger's Joker. But, the original Batman movie had some fun, over-the-top camp. And I thought Jack Nicholson did a great job within that. Plus, Jack Nicholson has the scariest smile in Hollywood. Undisputed. Razzie, write this down. When we go back in time to do the Beethoven Cujo buddy comedy, we also need to make a stopover in the mid 2000s and come up with the movie Smile and have Jack Nicholson star in it. Razzie, we're gonna be so rich. Zen, not yet. I'll probably do that this weekend. Just the last 2 weeks have been so hectic. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch Agatha yet. To be fair, I don't know a lot. Well, I shouldn't say. I'm familiar with the character Agatha Harkness. I've read comic books with her. She's always been like background or supporting character. But I don't know enough about her world and her history to say that I'm like I don't want to say I'm not excited to watch it. I'm not familiar enough with it to be like really like I gotta watch it right now. I gotta see how they do this or that. Anne-Marie, what is going on, Anne-Marie? How are you, my dear? Think Agatha's fun? Nice. Yeah, Agatha did show up at Kurt Busiek, but see, like, how she was, like, in that run, like, that's the type of Agatha I'm familiar with. Like, not, like, she's in it, but she's not, like, front and center. You don't have stories that are focused solely around her. You have stories that are, say, focused around Scarlet Witch, and Agatha, is a part of that. But I love the actress Catherine Hahn. She's fantastic. I've always liked her. You're gonna Masuda Beldam and Violet, sweet. Oh, speaking of which, I was at Sheetz, which is like a gas station / convenience store in this area. I was at Sheetz the other day, and they had Stellar Crown packs. And so I figured, what the heck, I'll buy a pack of Stellar Crown cards. And I didn't really get anything good. I got 2 hollows and 1 reverse hollow, but I can't even remember what they were. Nothing great. Haven't seen anything since Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Frankly, Anne-Marie, you haven't missed much. There's been a couple of highlights. But, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to reach the heights that they did with, like Infinity War and Endgame. Good morning, Ari. You did watch Hawkeye and Moon Knight? Good. I was about to say, probably my favorite project, or one of my favorite projects post Endgame, was the Hawkeye TV show. I really enjoyed that one a lot. Of all the TV shows, that one probably has my highest recommendation. I know a lot of people usually say WandaVision or Loki, which were also good, but I really liked Hawkeye. Trevor, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Shang-Chi was actually decent. It was actually a fun movie. Uh, they, as always, made some interesting deviations from the comics, but I felt it wasn't too jarring. But no, I thought it was fun. I like that actor. He did a good job. I can't remember his name. Do you want to see Guardians 3 and Deadpool and Wolverine at some point? Yeah, Aquafina was hilarious. Guardians 3 I thought was really good. I think that was definitely a highlight. Even though they still did some things that were kind of wild to, say, me and Zen, I think overall it was a good wrap up to the trilogy. Definitely worth seeing. Deadpool and Wolverine I enjoyed. Deadpool and Wolverine, though, I would lump in the same category as Spider-Man Far From Home. Or no, Spider-Man No Way Home. In that, if you remove the nostalgia, the baked-in nostalgia, there's not much substance, but it was still very entertaining. When you get Clink, you won't name it after a villain. You'll name it Gear Up, because a Clink named Gear Up was so close to you, you'll break the name theme for it. Nice. I like that. Put some respect on its name. Now, I'm not saying that Spider-Man No Way Home or Deadpool Wolverine were bad movies. I enjoyed the heck out of both of them. But seriously, if you remove the nostalgia aspects of those movies, the plot can be written in like 2 sentences. Why do you hate Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool Wolverine? Because I'm a terrible person, Harry. Far From Home, I thought it was fine. I liked Jake Gyllenhaal. I obviously, Zen, did not get to experience what it would be like to be affected by the twist that Mysterio was the bad guy. I still think that Mysterio's costume is probably one of the most comic accurate things they've ever done, and I can't believe they took such a ridiculous look of like purple and blue costume, or purple and green costume with a purple cape and a fishbowl for a head, and actually made it not look stupid. That twist got you because you thought you were going to see the worst adaptation of all time. It did suffer from an issue I have a lot with comic adaptations, which is the tie-in factor. Not everything needs to be related to everything else. So the whole thing about Stark and how this all tied into Stark Enterprises and all that, man, I didn't think that was necessary. Jerry, what's up, buddy? I am very desperate for approval. Name them henchmen, because every villain needs henchmen and phalanx, and the smallest one, there are many of them. Henchman's a good name for a phalanx, actually. Any update on the rabbit? Gina, it's funny you say that. I was a little nervous because I had not seen the rabbit since I got home on Sunday. So Sunday I didn't see the rabbit. Monday no. Tuesday no. Wednesday no. Thursday no. Yesterday morning the rabbit came back. She seems to be doing well. Yeah, I agree, Mia. I know some people will consider YouTube social media. So, you know, if you do, I would say other than YouTube, I'm not really on any social media. It's like I came on the right day. You missed me. Happy ditto. What's going on? Good to see you. Missed you too. It is, but I'm in no life, so I'm always on Twitter. Aw, Zen, stop it. You're not in no life. ILY2, Airy. They're currently cooking Ryan Reynolds. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? They gotta cook somebody. Got a new charger for your computer, so you're so you're able to be here. Very cool. Congratulations on the new charger. Momentous day. It's for a good reason. Why? What did Ryan do? Shinies! Good morning, Shinies. Pancake is what you call crepe. So don't ask you for pancakes or waffles because legally you can't answer that. Ah, gotcha. Fist Stump, my favorite regional Pokemon, Fist Stump. Thank you for the 20 months, Nick. He's still getting crap about Green Lantern? Really? You got Zamazenta after 3 raids last night? Congratulations. No, Coles, it's definitely Fist Stump. Shiny sent me pictures of Fist Stump, which is a regional Phantump that he came up with last night. Cooking him on low heat. I don't like my meat too chewy. It'll take you a while to get to LA. Nice. I can't believe they're still giving him crap about Green Lantern. I mean, was it a highlight of his career? No. But how much blame can you put on him compared to the studio, the writers, the directors? Convergent Evo? Yeah, we'll say that. You're better than Nick. Airy, you are certainly. Better than Nick at being you. Three new drawings. Firstly, the statue like Sentinel Dragon, then some more progress on your Genshin drawing of Gaming. Also did some Fox sketches. Nice. Solely a month's membered up. Yeah. I know what you meant. He met his wife. Is that where he met his wife? I didn't know that. Going back to sleep. It's 8 a.m. over here, but you're glad you're going to stop by and talk to everyone for a bit. Gina, thank you so much for popping in. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, Mino, let me take a look. And Razzie with the 21 months YouTube. Oh, wow, Mino, those are really nice. Good job. Let's get some hype for Razzie. 21 months. she was a female lead, and now they got 4 kids. 4 kids is a lot of kids. Too many kids, too many kids. You got 3 dogs and that's too many kids? I want to see a sequel to Too Many Cooks. I think it's time. I think the world needs it now more than ever. Profession in the future? Well, just keep working on it, Mino, and you might. I could see it happening. So try. So try. That's right. The electric was a square shiny. I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, 1 in 16 chance of that. So 1 in 16 times 1 in 512 is 1 in a bunch. Sad. No sad. Be glad. So what else is going on? You know, I haven't talked to you guys for like a month, and I've already very quickly run out of things to talk about. Water park here doesn't open till 10, but the checkout is 11. What a scam. That is a scam. It's a super scam. Shines, what you should do is you should check out at like 9:50, go to the water park, and just move all your stuff into the locker room. And then make the water park your hotel room for the rest of the day. You just unload the whole car into the locker room. You want Clink as your star in the sword badge quest before you were talking to Snover by friends? Okay. So how does that work? Were you traded the Snover, or are you doing some sort of modded version of the game? You might have told me, but I'm old. I have a bad memory, and we haven't talked in a month. You're going to the States next year, all of them? GTS that didn't want ham on eggs. Ah, gotcha. Okay. And so you just GTS until you got the Snover, and then you Masuted the Snover, and then switch that out with your starter. Yep, nice. Well, when you get to Pennsylvania, stop by. I'll leave the door unlocked. You're in the Egg Fortress. What's the biggest amount of comic issues you've read in a day? Oh my gosh. Probably 20 or 30 something. I don't know. I've never really thought about that, Zen. You know, sometimes I just get into a zone and just, you know, read until like the storyline's done or something. I don't know, that's a good question. I'll have to start paying more attention to that. Probably visit your dad, or Ricky's never met him. Nice. Finally did a shield on Outbreak on Violet. I didn't get a second one, but you're happy with one. Good job. I had such trouble with the shield on in Gen 9. Ask Ari. Ari was making fun of me. Sometimes you get into that zone, then other times you're struggling to finish the years. Yeah. It also depends on like what's going on, what I did that day, what time it is. You know, how into the story I am. Sometimes, like, if I'm just not digging a story, like, yeah, I'm the same way, struggling to finish 2 issues. Like last night, I was hoping to finish off that X Factor run. I had 10 issues to read, and after 4, I was like, I can't. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad, but I think it was just, you know, it was almost 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, yeah, I'm beat. Yeah, I did end up getting a second shiny shield on off stream in my own time, but I even told Ari later, I almost asked her to join a Discord call so that she could watch my screen and let me know when the shiny showed up. Like, I was playing basically just drive around and let Ari be the navigator. But I did end up finding it on my own. I was very proud of myself. I don't know what it is about Shieldon. Like, I've spotted a shiny Slowpoke in Scarlet and Violet from, you know, 20 yards away. But that Shieldon, I don't know, man. Sometimes comics are wordy. That's true. That's true. You know, you got a comic that's like 22 pages of splash pages, like with a big battle scene. You can breeze through those easy. You got ones that are dialogue heavy, those can take a while. That's what I'm saying, Anne-Marie. That's totally what I'm saying. I never had a problem with Shield on in previous games. Spotting dimes left and right. That's right, Razzie. You know, if I was smart, I would have switched these hunts to the switching between the 2 switches. Because I'm doing a soft reset hunt on the switch that has to check to see, it has to connect to the internet every time I reset the game. Whereas the top switch doesn't have to do that. If we don't get these shinies today, I think I might do that for tomorrow. Because that'll just cut down a few seconds of the resets. Yeah, Anne-Marie, I'm good at coming up with ideas hours after they would have been helpful. You know, people say Slowpoke has a bad name because it's just a word, and there's Coil, Jinx, Onyx, and Ditto too. Yeah, I mean, there's Seal, Mime Jr., Mr. Mime. There's lots of Pokemon names that are just like words. Crabby. You know what I think low-key is one of the most clever Pokemon names? Like, I actually think it's a very clever name. You guys will never guess which one I'm thinking of. Airy, go start the dog food right now. Fido's a very clever name, but I don't think that's low-key. I think that's obviously a clever name. Horsey. I think Horsey is actually a very clever name. Because it's a seahorse. A seahorse reversed is a horsey. Plus, Horsey is like a nice, cute little name for a horse. I think Horsey is a very clever name. Krabby, that's a crab. It's a fake crab, and Krabby isn't a real crab. It's a video game crab. Very true. Very true. You refer to someone who's grumpy and quick to anger. Like me. Right, Ari? Nope. Why can't you ever disagree with me? T-Dog, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for the welcome back. Okay, BRB. Yeah, go get the dog food started. Is anyone else confused what she means by start the dog food? Like, how do you start dog food? Like, is Honeybee getting like a steak dinner? Smoliv is great. Fido's great. Lechonk's great. Flamigo. I think that Flamigo doesn't get quite as much, or wait, how do I want to say this? I don't think Flamigo is the cleverest Pokemon design ever, but I think it gets a little bit more hate than it deserves, and I do like the name, because it's a friend. You just got home from Sandusky, Ohio. How was that? Never tried crab. That's the only seafood you try, but last you still need to wait. I like crab. Crab's pretty good. Must be some sort of engine involved. I think you're right, Mia. Scrappy with a decent move pool. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not the most clever design, but it is where Tommy Boy takes place, Mia. I was wondering why Sandusky sounded so familiar. Thank you. Tommy Boy is one of my favorite movies ever. Plastic Garden Flamingo. It's pretty close to it. I still can't believe Flamigo was the first shiny I got in Gen 9. I got it in Violet. I was just doing a playthrough. And here's the embarrassing part, right? So I'm going through this area where there's a lot of flamingos spawning, and I see this one bird, and it's nighttime and it almost looks white, and I'm like, man, they did a lot of birds in this game. What is this, like an unevolved bombardier? What is this? And I go and I encounter it, and that sparkles. I notice it's a Flamigo. I didn't even realize it was a Flamigo at first. I just the coloring was off, and it didn't even occur to me that could be shiny. I just thought there was yet another Gen 9 bird. And Dondozo from a raid. I love Dondozo shiny. You named it the Don. That's a great name. I went to a conference. There's a lot of walking. Hope the conference went well. Olive bird. I like how I hate olives, but I love the Smoliv line. I feel that shows I'm growing as a person. Like, not vertically, but, like, internally. Oh, is it Arboliva? Arboliva? Shiny Flamingo is probably based on how flamingo chicks are white since they haven't eaten any of the krills that turns their feathers pinkish red. Oh, that's smart, Coles. I bet you're right. There's a Build-A-Bear shop and you got to build a turtle. Very cool. How have I been? I've been well. Work's been busy, but good. Personal life has been all over the place last month. I was out of town last weekend for a wedding. A couple weeks before that, I was out of town for a bachelor party. But no, it's been good. Moltres but with olives. You know what? I never thought about that, Mia, but I could see that. Yes, Community Day. Sawaddle Community Day. I'm very excited. I love the Sawaddle line. Leavanny is my favorite grass type Pokemon. Leavanny has saved my butt so many times in Gen 5. It was like my go-to on my team. It was a beast. I just had to keep her away from fire. So, obviously, my favorite middle stage evolution of all time is this beautiful guy right here. Poliwhirl, my favorite middle stage evolution ever. But Gen 9 introduced my second favorite middle stage evolution ever. And that's Doliv. I love the design of Doliv so much. And that's another one of those Pokemon I don't think I ever hear anyone talking about. I think Doliv is a fantastic design. Hope you get these shinies. Thank you so much, Bean. You're going to Act 2? What? I feel like I missed a message. Bulbasaur, what's up? Good to see you. It has been a while. You look Smoliv out of line, but that's cool. I mean, I like Smoliv too. I'm not trying to say Smoliv isn't awesome. I'm not trying to say Arboliva isn't awesome. But if we're talking about all the middle stage evolutions out of all the gens, Doliv has become my second favorite. Forgot about Doliv? I think a lot of people have. But look at that cute little girl. Tell me she's not awesome. Her hair looks great. She's got a nice little dress on. I just think it's a really adorable design. Arboliva should have gone with Doliv's design theme, not just an olive branch. You know, the theme's there, but still could have been made better. I would say design-wise, yeah, Arboliva is probably the weakest of the three. But I still like the line a lot. Oops, I keep running away instead of soft resetting the bottom one. I feel like our Balava is just got a lot going on. There's a lot to that design. It's like one of those designs that, like, when I first look at it, I'm not sure where to look. It's like hard to know what to focus on. And there have been a few Pokemon like that. Sometimes I feel simpler is better. And Arbolido is just very detailed. You were Daniel! Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, it's good to see you, bud. It's a pretty good mon. I like it. Bounce sweet too at the small line, but they dropped the ball so hard on the Balava. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it probably could have used another round of changes. You know what I mean? Could have used another day to work on, another day to take a look at it, see if they can make any design improvements. You didn't get the Shiny Flamigo until very recently. We're bookends, Anne-Marie. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Alright, I'm going to take the Sharpedo up to 375, and then I'm going to go on a quick break. You almost gave up on it because the outbreak was like 3 spawns at a time. Ugh, I hate those outbreaks. Those are terrible. I still have yet to find the fabled white striped Basculin outbreak. I desperately need it. Because I have one white striped Basculin shiny, but I need to get 2 more, 1 male, 1 female, for the decks. Yeah, really. I don't know why I've been so unlucky. I have yet to ever since Teal Mask came out, I have never seen a white striped Basculin outbreak. It's sad. I'm a sad boy. We got any mods in the chat at the moment. I know Ari is preparing dog food. Oh, he just got back. Welcome back, Ari. Chef Ari. Chef Ari. I'm so clever. All right, I'm going to go on a quick break. When I get back, could you imagine if we see the... imagine if I walk back in and I see the purple shark. I just had a brain fart. Shark. It's a shark, Hefty. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Madam Airy is in charge. See you guys shortly. Shiny Sharpedo. Shiny Cornholio, what is going on, buddy? Good to see you. When I start dog food, I'm just saying 3 bowls of dog kibble with warm water in it. You leave like that to cook for an hour. It hydrates the food and makes it easier for Zeus to digest because he's old. Plus, it's a great way to get more fluid in their diet. Just 3 times a day for them because you love them. Aww. That's cute. Tyler, thank you for the lurks. Thank you, Ari. I think Luxray should be dark. No. No, I don't think it should be. I think it's fine the way it is. And Shiny Cornholio, thank you for the luck. Stuffy Tina peeking out from the corner. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, I see it. Just peeking out. Just doing a little peeky. Shiny Cornholio, what are you doing farting in my chat? Come on now. Oh my gosh, you fart and then you lurk. How disrespectful. Oh, now Mighty Munchkin is farting. Dang it. So what Tina does in the distortion world too, always peeking? True. I go lurk, not lurk. You go lurk. Rolanda and Max, hello. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Aries about to put you all to shame. Oh my gosh. After many years of precise and rigorous training, both physical and mental, Galactic Admin Ariana lets a mighty fart rip. For many generations, tales of this legendary fart will be told. Nice. By the way, on the recommendation of Anne Marie, I did buy something from the Pokemon Center the other week. Got myself a Poliwhirl pin. It's very cute. I love it. Anne Marie, if you're still here, thanks again. It's a great, great recommendation. Thanks for letting me know they were selling them. You have sad news about your YouTuber friend. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, Coles. That's funny, but let's watch the language. That is funny, though. No one needs that. Playing some TCG Card Shop right now. Very cool. Oh, you need redemption. You don't need the fart, just the redemption. I read Razzy's message that he sent me about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and the short answer is yes, you can game the system. It's just a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be, so I gotta let Gina know. Leisure said that to everyone. She is officially a sick. Officially a sick. Uh-oh. I think Cole's meant more of a redemption with I'm assuming Shiny Hunt or something game related. But thank you everyone for farting. Thank you, Beans, for the mighty fart. I'm sorry to hear that, Rolanda. You know what's funny? Humor. You know what else is funny? When I announced that I was taking off September from streaming just because there was so much going on, like I don't know, maybe I posted it wrong, maybe I framed it wrong. Nah, Coles, can't do that here though, buddy. I thought it was pretty straightforward, but like I was lurking in some chats afterwards, and it was nice that people were like thinking of me. That's always nice. It's always kind of bizarre when you're lurking in someone else's chat and you see people are talking about you. But there were some people that were like, "I hope Hefty's okay. I hear he's not doing well. Um, I hope things get better for him." And I'm just like, "What are you talking about?" Like, there were a few people I saw that were kind of like framing it like, I don't know, like something bad happened. It's like I tried my best to make it as undramatic as possible, that I had stuff going on in my real life that would keep me from streaming for a few weeks. But yeah, there were some people like there's one, like I wasn't even lurking. I was like in there. I was in Brandon's stream. And I was just like, talking with everybody in the chat, having a good time watching Brandon Shiny Hunt Pokemon. And there's somebody that was like, "I hope Hefty's okay. I heard he's not doing well." And I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about? I'm fine." I mean, I guess, it's a very nice thought. I appreciate the thought, but yeah, I mean, I was fine. Hey, Chad, do you think Hefty's okay? I heard Hefty's not doing well. I hope he's okay. Yeah, it was kind of bizarre. Weird feeling. Weird feeling. No. I appreciate your honesty, Razzie. Appreciate your candidness. Now, that said, the last time I did stream, and this wasn't related to me taking a month off. It wasn't directly related to me taking a month off, but it did happen. The last time I streamed, we got majorly troll bombed. That was a very demoralizing stream, to be honest with you guys. It was just overwhelming. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know why they chose to pick me that day. I don't know what was going on in their lives that they felt this way, but that was wild. And I did end up deleting that stream. If you didn't see that stream, don't worry, you didn't really miss out. I didn't get any of my targets. I did end up I was trying to go for Metacham in Scarlet and Violet. I did end up getting like 3 Meta Tights, but no Metacham. So don't worry, you didn't really miss anything. It didn't affect the challenge that I'm working on, but that was just wild. I don't know what that was all about. We certainly had occasions in the past where we've had like a troll that shows up with multiple accounts, and so my fantastic mods have to work their butts off deleting or hiding account after account after account after account. But this was obviously multiple people because there were multiple troll messages being sent at the same time. I don't know what the heck that was. Kind of wild to think that there must be some place on the internet just full of sad people chatting with each other saying, hey, let's target this person today. You know, I feel bad that they have so little going on in their life. They feel that's a way to spend their time. But, yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. But, you know, it's over. That was over a month ago. I'm fine with them thinking that because they didn't see me stream for the last month that they won. I'm okay with them thinking that if it keeps them away. But, yeah, it was wild. And yeah, I mean, it was Ari, to your point, it was demotivating. Like I said, it didn't have an impact on why I took the month off, but I will say that I was doing a lot of lurking for the next week or so in streams. I wasn't really interacting with people. I needed a little bit of a break. It's just you know, even though it's all like, you know, unfounded and nonsense and, you know, trolling for trolling's sake, when you're having multiple people tell you at once that you're racist, that you groom children in Discord, and things like that, it gets to you. It does. And the worst part about it was, you know, I probably would have handled it a little bit better, but the worst part about it was my parents were in chat while it was happening too. Yeah, it was a lot on the social battery, absolutely. But we move on. But that is, in case you're wondering, that is why I do have the slow mode turned on. I think probably not a bad idea to just have that be kind of a normal thing. Just for the mod's sake. Yeah, that's very true, Ari. Yeah, so in case you guys don't know this, kind of a secret tip here. Slow mode only affects people that are not mods or members. Mods and members are not affected by slow mode. That's just kind of an unwritten, unannounced perk of being a member. Not that I'm trying to talk anybody into becoming a member, but I mean, maybe more people know about it than I think, Ari. But I guess my point is like when, like, let's say when you go to sign up for a membership on a channel, right? Like if you were to click on join on the stream right now and become a member, and you see like all the perks listed, it's not um, it's not an announced perk. You know what I mean? Like there's nowhere in YouTube where it specifically says if you're a member, slow mo doesn't affect you. Loops, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. I am a little out of practice on the streaming, as you can imagine, after taking a month off. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do a full 3 hours today, but we'll go for a while. It's like when you take some time off from the gym and you go back to the gym and you're like, this is tougher than I remember. Or at least that's what I would imagine it would be like if you went to the gym and then didn't go to the gym. Well, Cephalon will straight up not shine. It'll shine, shinies. You just gotta be patient. He wants to go play Mystery Dungeon. I mean, that's true. I'm not going to debate that. No, it won't. Okay, you're right, shinies. You might as well just give up then. You might as well stop. Stop shining. Just shiny hunting it. Four Faces, you finally got your Shalpa Destinoir. Congratulations, Twilight. The water park won't open. Shinies, doesn't it open at 11, you said? Or no, it opens at 10, you said. Why isn't it open yet? 10 Central, so it opens in an hour. And this is surprising you how? Because you went here every year as a kid and it opened at 8. And when you went there every year as a kid and opened at 8, was it in October? Yes? I don't know what to tell you, Shinies. The world hates you. The world does not want you to enjoy anything. I'm sorry. The world hates shinies. Shinies, are you trying to speed run getting timed out? Game Freak hates shinies, that's why they lock them all. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know why they do it. Makes no sense. I feel like by locking shinies, they're actually detracting from the replayability of the game. Rover, what's going on? Rover B. Alright, come on, Shiny. You get locking box legendaries and Professor Stars that you don't enjoy, but locking previously unlocked shinies is freaking stupid. I agree. I agree. I have no basis for this idea. It's not in any sort, it's not based on any sort of fact or anything. But I like to think that, like in Gen 8, right? I'm just going to be talking about the Switch games. In Gen 8, via Dynamax Adventures, you were able to shiny hunt all of the legendaries. Not the Reggies, they weren't in the... Well, whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. Just about every single legendary you could get in Crown Tundra. Just about. I know there were exceptions. In Gen 9, you were able to shiny hunt for all the starters. I would like to think... We'll call this an educated wish. I would like to think in Gen 10 we'll be able to shiny hunt all the legendaries again. And then in Gen 11 we'll be able to shiny hunt all the starters again. Not the Reggies, they were... Okay, Eric. The Corvusquire shiny locked too? I didn't know that, Coles. I know exactly which one you're talking about. I didn't realize that one was shiny locked. It's just, I mean, it's not making any sense, right? Like, I still don't understand why Poipole and Type Null were shiny locked in Gen 8 when they were huntable in Gen 7. Yeah, Ari, on Route 3, it's before you go to Galar Mine 1, there's this, like, bend in the route, and there's a fence, and on the middle fence post, there's a Corvusquire perched there. Or shiny hunt some mythicals. I would love for them to unlock some mythicals. If they unlocked a mythical that you could shiny hunt, what would you want it to be? For me, the top of the list would be Volcanion. If Game Freak came to you tomorrow and said, we are going to unlock a mythical for you to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet, which one would you like? What would you say? Victini from Mr. Wolf. It's a good choice. Victini for Twilight, too. Victini's taking the lead. I mean, obviously, I want to shiny hunt all of them. The Volcanion's at the top of that list for me. Caldeo, that's a good one. Genesect, Victini, Meloetta, Caldeo, in that order, please. Look at Razzie. Game Freak says we will unlock one, and Razzie gives them 4. Legit Mew as well. I love shiny Mew. Pokemon fan, you want more no matter what? True. Interesting though, Razzie. I'm just pointing this out as interesting. I'm not saying whether it's a good opinion or a bad opinion. I think it's interesting that all the ones you named were the Gen 5 ones. Their mythical is not already locked, so you don't know. Lucky you. Lucky you, Ari, that your favorite mythical is not locked. Zero Aura or Melmetal that could G-Max? That would be cool. It does bother me that I can't G-Max my shiny Melmetal. Shalfam is Magus. Nice. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I didn't know if that was on purpose or not. I just think it's kind of cool that all the ones you named were Gen 5. You also like Marshadow, but that shiny doesn't interest you? It was definitely an interesting take on the shiny Marshadow that the only time it changes is during its animation, right? And maybe Celebi or Jirachi. I would love to be able to get a shiny Jirachi. Why come the only shiny locks in BDSP were on the 2 gift mythicals? Why come the only shiny locks in BDSP were on the Mew and Jirachi? Because they're stupid. Very stupid, Airy. For like half a second, I got really excited when they announced those giveaways. Look at that, the counters are synced up at the moment. Never mind. Imagine everyone starting their game and spending 60 hours singing from that old couple. I'd do it. And you know what? Game Freak shouldn't care if I do it. I still gave them the money. Dang it. And a lot of money too. Not just 60 bucks, 180 bucks. For the BDSP game, for the Let's Go game, and for the Sword Shield game. Perry the Platypus. Oh, our buddy Perry the Platypus. Literally 1984. George Orwell. Good old George Orwell. You know, Ari, you are a perfect combination of being extremely educated and extremely imaginative. Is that what the RR stands for in George R.R. Martin? George Orwell? Yep, it's George Orwell Martin. You did, Shinies. You sure did. Alright, come on, Sharpedo, be shiny. $88 Alpha Pokemon. That's crazy. I have 4. You have 22 times as many Shalfas as me. Welcome back, Mewtwo. What in the hefty Jocelyn? My goodness gracious. I haven't seen you in quite a while. How you doing, Jocelyn? 60,000 encounters to find Arceus? Very unlikely, but not in... Well, I mean, that's like almost 13 times odds, right? Yeah, I don't believe it. 13 times, I don't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone hit 10 times odds. You have to be the luckiest Granite player ever. You just got 2 Black Oxhorns from 1 Black Ox Beetle. For context, Black Oxhorns are stupidly rare to get 1. Wow, that's crazy. Airy. Airy. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going for Schmegas. You gotta go. Mighty Munchkin, thank you so much for being here. Shinies, Magmar does not have a Mega. So I don't know what you're on about. But it doesn't exist. Oh, sort of like would Airy be nice to me in different planes of existence? I mean, the answer to that is no. Yeah, exactly, Mewtwo. Yeah, if the odds are 1 in 8192, then 60,000 I feel is totally possible. This isn't a hard and fast rule. It's just based off of my gut and my experience watching Shiny Hunters. I don't think it's... I can't say it's not possible. It's very, very improbable that any hunt would ever go to over 10 times odds. Because I don't think I've ever heard of anyone, at least not verified, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone hitting 10 times odds using any shiny hunting method or hunt. I once got to about 9 times odds. Thankfully, that was a 1 in 1365 soft reset hunt. So even though I went to about 9 times odds, it still wasn't that bad. I mean, it was disheartening, but it didn't take forever. Schmega Bennett. We do have to hunt the Schmega Bennett. This is wonderful. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ari. I'm glad I could bring excitement into your life. Entertaining your sillies, you're welcome. I just want to check something real quick. I can't remember. Yeah. Ah, yes. All right. There's the shiny scissor. I couldn't remember if the shiny scissor we got was on the Manectric file or the Sharpedo file. Rianne with the 21 months of membership. Thank you so much, Rianne. I missed you too. Can we get some hype for Rianne in the chat, please? It's good to see you, my dear. Rianne absolutely blowing up. I remember when she was so shy and was so nervous about starting streaming on her channel. And now she's like a multi-thousand sub streamer. It's insane. Mega Slow Bro. That's a good one. Jerry's back, had a pet emergency, but we think we're okay. Is Miles all right? What happened to Miles? What'd you do? Half an oatmeal cookie gone. Uh-oh. Which half? I think we're going to get both of these hunts up to 450. I think that's what we're going to call it today. I did the hand thing. The half was this one. Okay. Left hand. L is for left. Not L is for right. It's a cat, Airy. Jerry's got a cat named Miles. Miles the cat. Yeah, let's get that shiny shark. Gluttonous. Probably was feeling gluttonous. $40 raids in Pogo with no shiny legendary. I'm sorry, buddy. I ended up doing 16 Zacian raids with no shiny, and I was sad. And honestly, I would have done more. Like, I'll admit it, I was ready to drop some money for raid passes. But I've never been in a situation where this mattered. But the whole 5 raid passes per day is, it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. Total garbage. But at least now I don't have to worry about getting the Zamazenta, because anyone that knows me knows that if I got the shiny Zamazenta in a Premier Ball and didn't have the shiny Zacian in a Premier Ball, I would not be able to sleep at night. So now I'm not even going to bother going for the Zamazenta. And I will publicly say this. I don't know if Shinies is still here. But I will publicly say this. Shinies has been trying to get me to join a Discord for months in order to do legendary raids. And I've been adamantly saying no all this time. I finally broke down the other day and asked him to send me the link. And I joined the Discord for legendary raids in Pogo. And it was very scary. And I felt a lot of pressure and nervousness. But it helped out immensely. I didn't get the shiny, but after the first handful, I felt more confident in it, and it was very helpful and useful. So, I will publicly apologize to shinies and say I am sorry that I didn't take your advice sooner. I still didn't get the shiny, though. Kelsey, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm doing well. How you doing? I say I'm doing well, but the fact of the matter is, this is my first stream in like a month, and I do feel a little bit out of practice, a little out of shape, if you will. So we will be ending stream when we get to 450 on both of these hunts, unfortunately. But I think tomorrow we should be able to do the full 3 hours. Always good to see you, Kelsey. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Alright, here we go. Last Sharpedo of the day. Not shiny. Alright, let's knock out the rest of these Manectric checks. We are in buzzer beater territory. Let's see if we can get the shiny Manectric in the next 7 checks. If not, we'll just continue this hunt tomorrow. Guys, I gotta say again, I am so overwhelmed at all your guys' support for being here today. Thank you so much. I was really nervous. This is obviously the longest I've ever taken off of streaming. And there was a part of me that was afraid that everyone forgot about me and no one would show up. So thank you all for hanging out here, whether it was for the whole stream or for 10 seconds. I appreciate everyone popping in. And thank you to the 85% of you that said that you missed me. And to the 4% of you that said, man, you're desperate for approval, you're 100% right. You're awesome, Kelsey. On shiny. Yes! Cam Nation with the 21 months of membership. You guys want to see something funny? Watch this. Cam, thank you so much for the 21 months of membership. Let's get some hype for Cam. Cam, unfortunately, we have just 4 more checks left before the end of the stream. I'm out of practice, and I'm not able to do the full 3 hours today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get back up to my fighting weight. But thank you so much, Cam. That means the world to me. Wow, he says. Also, first time I've been able to say it like in person, if in person is the right phrase. Can we get some huge hype for Chem Nation? After 16,000 plus checks, finally getting the shiny Torchic in Emerald. That is such a feat. If anyone doesn't know, Pokemon Emerald has broken RNG. The seed does not change when you reset the game, so it is easily, outside of possibly Manaphy and Jirachi, it is the hardest hunt to do. It is the hardest shiny hunt to do. It is the most time-taking, most brain-melting, frustrating hunt. And Chem Nation did it. And he didn't even cheat. There's a lot of people out there that have shiny hunted for starters in Emerald, but I bet you almost every single one of them used some sort of RNG manipulation to find out when the shiny frame was, and Chem did it all on his own. What a champ. Hassan, I did see that. I did see that, buddy. Missed you, bud. But I get it. I get it. Focus on that schoolwork. JJ, good morning. All right, here we go. Last check of the stream. Is it going to be shiny? It is not. So we will continue this tomorrow. Got some thank yous to make before we take off. Lot of member flexes today. Thank you to Amber for the 21 months, Clocky for the 18 months, Shinies for the 20 months, Airy for the 21 months, Razzie for the 21 months, Rianne for the 21 months, and Chem Nation for the 21 months. Thank you all so much. We'll be back tomorrow. Good luck to everybody in your endeavors today. Don't forget Community Day today for Sawaddle. If you're going for that, I hope you get it quick. And make sure you do something nice for someone today, just because it's the right thing to do. And see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.